Hey guys, it's Amber and I am working on my day 3. I was not able to show you the process because I got the idea from the December the December Product Play 2 class, and you have to pay for that. So the inspiration was a tag booklet that Amy Gretchen had done for that class, and I've just finished assembling everything. I'm getting ready to mount it to my background here. I punched a hole so I could kind of see where it's laying. I was going to trim this down to like 5 by 8 so it was slightly shorter. My photo that's being mounted to the background, I had room to even trim it, but then there would have been holes even closer to the tree, so I decided, why? I'll just leave it 6 by 8. This is my favorite paper from the pack, from Liz Tamanaha's Paisley Press Kit. So what I'm going to do is put some sticker tape right here, get this centered where I want it to rest, and then I'm going to write pull or maybe use some stickers on here. I'm not quite sure yet. But once that's mounted, I can show you with the tabs out, this will become a flip book, which I'm so excited about because I've seen other people do it and I saw her do it in that class. So these are just pictures from when we went to the Nutcracker Ballet, pictures of us dressed up outside with a little bit of journaling here. That's a Joy card from Allie's 2017 main kit, and then a Liz Tamanaha card that says "'Tis the Season" and the girls by themselves. I'm not remembering right now off the top of my head, this might be Echo Park paper, but I chose it because the plaid kind of matched the plaid and the girls' dresses that went with us. And this is a card from either last year's or this year's kids kit. It was a 4x4 and I had white space on the side, so I was able to trim it down, and I used that with the picture of me and the girls at the ballet with just a simple word strip sticker here. So to secure this, because the only thing that's going to be holding this thing on here really well, I'm going to put red line tape on those strips. And I actually have like a little extra piece here that I didn't use as I was putting it all together. I'm debating real quick if I should use the 1/2 inch, if it will stick out too much. It can only go on that piece here, otherwise it'll prevent it from sliding. So I'm going to stick with the 1/4 inch red line tape. And I thought about like embellishing or putting something on the background paper around this little tag booklet, but I didn't really want to mess with it too much. Because it's going to have a lot going on already. With the flip book. You may consider just layering another strip over there since the 1/2 inch was a little too wide. Just for security, because it's going to be outside of a page protector and it's literally the only thing holding this very thick, heavy tag booklet on with. I think this will be a good solution, is to layer the red tape over each other a little bit. Okay. It's not perfectly straight. It's the first one that I put together, and I try to keep the sides well aligned, but it got a little crooked. I guess my score is a little crooked, but yeah, you can see here my base isn't quite perfectly straight, but not a whole lot I can do about that now. I'm just gonna center it the best I can here. And it's really thick, but After making my 2018 and my 2017 books and still having not had the chance to make this, I really wanted the opportunity to do so. So there you go. Works so perfect. I love it. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna mount the photo to the back a while, and then I'm gonna probably put a tab on it so it's easier to grab since it will be outside the page protector. So let me get started on that. And then I also need to finish up the day 3 side. Over here that I have a 4x6 photo of the girls. I have a number 3 printed out from the 2015 December kit. I bought it digitally. And then I need to figure out how else I'm going to embellish it, because I went with black and white, but I'm thinking I might need a red card there instead of that holiday festivities. I had a difficult time figuring out what I was going to put there, so it was kind of a placeholder. I was still trying to figure out what was going to go in the tag booklet for the cards that were going to accompany the photos that I wanted to use, and I kind of needed a guideline to know what else was going to be on the page with it. So I went with like the bright red paper with the black and white, but I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. I think I want to keep the 3, but we'll see. I might end up changing it and going with like a deep red card somewhere in there to help pull some of the red over. And I apologize once again, my kitten is meowing in the background. He is silent until I go to film, I swear. And then he must hear my voice and he decides that he needs attention. He has been fed, I promise. So, just make sure I'm... Cypher hush. Alright, so I'm just lining up along the left-hand side here because I have no problem cutting off the right side where there's all white from the door of our old apartment. That looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna use my scissors here to trim off the excess. I bought that little 6x8 Memory Keepers trimmer for little trims like this, but when it's this bulky, it's too difficult to get it in there. Okay, that looks good. I'm also going to round out the corners. I thought about making these look like tags and cutting the edges straight, but then to make it look like a tag, you almost need a hole, and I really didn't want to put ribbon in. It would have just made it so much thicker than it even already is, because a lot of the cards I chose are thick alley cards, and it looks like I need a little more tape there for that top one. I'll add that later after the fact. And I love the way this came out. These are just some Kelly Perky stickers. The black ones, the red ones I believe are actually from Ellie's Studio. I just use these because they are very similar font and size. They're actually nearly identical. But I don't have, that's the only one I have that's like an exact red color. So I'm gonna grab my punch here. Bought this. This is the Reflections brand from Michaels. And I'm just going to line up with the white that I can see and perfect holes. But I really, like I said, I wanted to see how it looked with the holes so I would know where to center everything in case I wanted to move it over. And I was still at the time considering trimming everything down. I'm just going to round it. I need to trim a tiny bit more here. This side. And I'm going to round out my corners. And then I will probably pause the video for a few moments while I decide what exactly I'm going to do with my day 3. I'm going to flip through my embellishments there, and I'm going to find a tab. I might even do an Avery Index tab, something a little bit more secure, because this is a heavy page with all these cards on here. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Okay guys, so I was able to sort through my supplies and make some decisions. I played around with punching this 3 out with like my 3-inch hole punch, and I considered layering it over some stripes, but I ended up deciding I want to go with this December card that matches this Nutcracker Ballet card from Liz Tamanaha with Paisley Press, and this is a Kelly Perky card. It's not quite the same red, but I like that it has the brighter and darker red in there, and it has black and some white to just kind of lead your eye through the page, and it's kind of graphic, so I think I'm going to stick with these. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these together. And then I also picked out some puffy number stickers from Allie. She had like a number release earlier this year. I'm gonna go with a number 3 right inside that little ribbony looking card. Just something simple. Like I said, it kind of will have a graphic look to it. And I really like the way the whole page came together. I'm just going to trim off some excess here. One of the things that I am always looking for is I don't like when things show, so I always trim my edges, and I like to glue them back to back, and that's one of the reasons why I can't really do foundation pages, because it just doesn't work for me in my design style. I like that to be nice and clean. I don't want it to ever have one card peeking out from behind, and it just doesn't look right. So one of the things I had done is I had saved a star here that I need to attach once these two are back to back. Apologize, I've got like a like a frog in my throat. So get these two mounted together. And then I'm going to just round those two corners after I check to see if anything's sticking out, and it is. Let me trim that off. It's funny how many versions of 3x4 there are out there, because none of them match up perfectly ever when the cards come from different manufacturers. Okay. This is going to be really cute, and I'm super happy with how my 2016 is coming out so far. So let me attach that real quick. Okay. Alrighty. So now we have day 2 and 3. Oh, I forgot. I need to put my puffy number on there. And I'm just using my paper piercer. I always use it to help me apply stickers or things that are sticky. It keeps your finger out of the way. Like I can keep my hand here and just have this tiny little point, and I can see what it will actually look like before I lay something down, or I can make sure it's straight. And I've been using that tool for a really long time. Like I said in one of my other videos, Amy Gretchen does a pair of tweezers. So lots of different ways. Alright, so that is day 3. Oh, yeah, totally forgot. I need to attach these two together. I thought I was done. Plus, I'm also going to find a tab for this. I think I'm going to do an Avery index tab, and the reason that I'm considering that is because the word strip stickers that Allie has fit inside those papers, and I think that instead of trying to find a sentiment to stamp, I might try and see if I can find a cute sticker that will work there. Let's see which part of the photo will be cut off. And then I'm going to trim 3 sides off here. I lined it up at the bottom. There's a lot of dead space in that photo, and I actually did want to try to find a little embellishment. I was considering maybe a chipboard heart, maybe in a nice bright red color to help pull in some more red. Corners, hopefully that's not in the way. Good. I've made the mistake many times by accidentally putting embellishments too close to the corner before I have punched them, so it's something that I try to stay aware of. Okay. So I may look through my stuff, see what I have. I have some good dead space here, and red might help make like a triangle because there's a little in the flowers here, but I'm not sure. Let's see here. I have this little red joy here, but I think I kind of want a heart because it'll come down to a point and kind of direct your eye into the photo of the girls. And I just need to find my heart. So I think I'm even just going to go with this nice bright red one here. I am dying for them to make this in many, many colors. And I think that that is kind of a good way to help fill up some of that space, but bring your eye down into the girls. Give me a nice triangle of red. I think I'm going to stick with that. Probably would have also been a good space for word strip stickers, but I'm wanting that bright red, so I'm going to stick with that. Oh, should have thinned it up. Oh well. Alright, I think that's going to be my day 3 until I get an index tab on there, and then I will be complete. Alright, we'll see you for day 4. Okay guys, so I found some word strip stickers. I have one that says the story of this day for this side, and the other side says 'tis this season. I wanted to use Christmas tree, but I needed something a little bit longer that fit closer to those size of the paper that comes with the Avery index things. So I'm going to slide that in there and just see how it looks quick. And then I'm going to attach it, but I'm considering attaching it so that the sticker goes on the outside of the red, but not over the photo on the other side. I just didn't want, I don't always love the look when it covers the photo because it's clear, but you can still see it. So I'm considering tucking the second sticky side in between the 2 pieces of paper here. Just get a good position. That looks pretty good there. I'll do the inside first, I think. One thing that's great about those photo corners is I can just put them right back in there and they will stay pretty much tacky again. Okay, with this dark red photo I don't really think I'll see the sticker, but with this photo, I like that it's nice and smooth and you can't see it. So I think that came out really cute. And I'm actually gonna move on to day 4 now.